Hey Calvary family, we are so excited to be able to bring you a report of all that God did this past weekend at Winter Getaway at Camp Winnemucca in Arkadelphia with our student ministry. Listen, regardless of what the world would tell you, God is at work in the next generation. He's sparking revival in their hearts for His glory. And so we got just a small glimpse of that this weekend at Winter Getaway, and it was so beautiful. And we're excited to be able to share some of those stories with you. And we also just want to say thank you for your prayers, because none of these stories would be possible without them.
This weekend we talked about David and Goliath, and I realized that we stress ourselves out about the giants that we face, but in reality, we're not facing them. It's God who's facing them. We just have to rely and trust on Him.
So this weekend, God has really taught me that I need to spend more time in His presence and make intentional time to spend with Him. Whether that's at night or in the morning, I just need to find the time to spend with Him, even if I think there isn't time in the day. Finding that time is really an important thing to grow your relationship with God.
So I just really believe that God has shown me this weekend that I really need to take every aspect of my life as seriously as I do when I'm here at church or when it's Wednesday night or retreat weekend. I need to be more intentional about going out into my school and just being a beacon of Christ's love to my friends, and to also remember that I can't do it apart from Him, that I need to rely on Him, because if I'm not relying on Him, I'm not going to be able to reach those people that I need to reach.
So this year at Winter Getaway, we discussed leadership. We looked at two stories in particular, the first of which was David and Goliath. David was a small man that was up against a very large giant, but he showed that despite him being small, he was still able to show up and defeat Goliath with God's help. So we learned basically that despite whatever battle you may be going through, as long as you have God on your side and He shows up you in prayer, He will help you conquer every battle that you face.
This weekend at Winter Getaway, our speaker Clay, in one of his sermons, he talked about obedience and obedience to God. And one of his points was that when we're obedient to God and when He calls us to be obedient, a lot of the times that means that we have to do it alone. And in that moment, God really revealed to me that this whole past year, I have been asking for a certain friendship that understands exactly what I do in life, all the different parts of my life, and a friendship that I could just honestly complain to and gossip with, and a friendship that ultimately probably would have been toxic. And in that moment, God kind of revealed to me, the reason I haven't answered your request, Callie, is because you're asking for someone to take you away from me, and I will never do that. You're so close with me right now, you're being obedient with me right now, and I will give you someone that's going to push you closer to me, but I'll never give you someone that's going to take you away from me. And in that, it just makes me feel so wanted, because when He says that to me, He wants every part of me, not just a small part, but every single part.